Friends, fellow travelers on this journey of life, I see you. I see the longing in your eyes, the quiet search for peace amidst the whirlwind of the world. We gather here today not to conquer the storm, but to learn to dance in the rain. The news is filled with stories of change, of shifting powers, of figures rising and falling. The recent news about Gary Gensler, a man who wielded significant influence, stepping down from his position, serves as a potent reminder. It echoes a truth as old as time itself: the illusion of control. We strive, we plan, we build our empires of sand, yet the tide inevitably comes in. This is not a cause for despair, but an invitation to understand the beautiful, untamed nature of impermanence. Consider the seasons. Spring bursts forth with vibrant life, followed by the warmth and abundance of summer. Then, autumn arrives, painting the world in fiery hues as nature prepares for winter's quiet embrace. Each season distinct, each season necessary, each season fleeting. Could we imagine a world stuck in perpetual summer? The very thought reveals the inherent wisdom of change, of the cyclical dance of existence. Yet, so often, we resist this natural flow. We cling to outcomes, to the idea of a fixed and predictable future. We attach ourselves to how we think things should be, to our carefully constructed plans, to the illusion of control. And when reality inevitably deviates from our expectations, as it always does, we suffer. We feel disappointment, frustration, even anger. This suffering is not inherent in the change itself, but in our resistance to it. It is the friction between our desire for control and the undeniable truth of impermanence. Imagine a small child building a sandcastle on the beach. They meticulously sculpt towers and moats, pouring their heart into this miniature kingdom. And then a wave comes. Perhaps the child cries, distraught at the destruction of their creation. But the ocean doesn't intend harm. It simply is. The wave is not a personal affront, but a natural expression of the ocean's nature. Our attachment to outcomes is like that child clinging to the sandcastle. We forget that the tide will always come in, that change is the only constant. The wise person doesn't stop building sandcastles. They simply build them with an understanding of the ocean's rhythm. They find joy in the process, in the fleeting beauty of creation, knowing that all things are impermanent. So how do we find peace amidst this constant flux? How do we navigate the inevitable waves of change without being swept away by the currents of our emotions? The answer, my friends, lies in the present moment. The present moment is all we ever truly have. The past is a memory, the future a projection. Only in the now can we find solid ground, a sanctuary of stillness amidst the swirling chaos. This is the essence of mindfulness. It's not about emptying the mind, but about becoming fully present with what is. It's about observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, like clouds passing across the sky. When we are present, we are no longer caught in the stories we tell ourselves about the past or the anxieties we project onto the future. We are free to experience the richness of this very moment, the only moment we truly possess. There are simple practices that can help us cultivate this presence. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Notice the sensations in your body. This simple act can anchor us in the present, reminding us that we are alive, that we are here, that this moment is all there is. Another powerful practice is mindful walking. As you walk, pay attention to the feeling of your feet on the ground. Notice the rhythm of your steps, the movement of your body. Let go of thoughts about the past or the future, and simply be present with the act of walking. It's astonishing how such a simple practice can bring a sense of grounding and peace. Imagine a farmer tending to their fields. They plant the seeds, they water the crops, they nurture the growing plants, but they cannot control the weather, the sun, or the rain. They understand that their role is to cultivate the conditions for growth, and then to surrender to the forces of nature. This is the essence of non-attachment. It's not about giving up or becoming passive, but about accepting that we cannot control everything. It's about focusing our energy on what we can control, our actions, our responses, and letting go of the rest. Embracing impermanence is not about resigning ourselves to fate, but about finding freedom within the flow of life. It's about realizing that change, while sometimes challenging, is also the source of all creation, all growth, all possibility. The caterpillar must dissolve into a seemingly formless state before it can emerge as a butterfly. The tree must shed its leaves in autumn to make way for new growth in the spring. In the same way, letting go of what no longer serves us creates space for something new, something beautiful to emerge. So, my friends, as we navigate this ever-changing landscape, let us cultivate the wisdom of acceptance. Let us find peace not by clinging to the illusion of control, but by surrendering to the flow of life. Let us embrace the present moment, the only moment we truly have, and discover the profound peace that resides within. May you find serenity amidst the change, clarity amidst the chaos, and the deep, abiding peace that comes from knowing that you are exactly where you need to be in this very moment.